Once again, you're welcome to Financial Freedom Hub, your online earning and then ultimate wealth creation channel on YouTube. In our last video, we started a new series on money, understanding how money works. So in our previous video, if you haven't watched that video, just go watch it. We look at understanding how money works. And then I gave 3 things about how money works. You must know the money is a currency, so it is in a continuous flow and circulation, and you can tap into it and get any portion of it you want. We also look at the fact that it's a medium of exchange, and then it is also magnetic in nature. So just go look for that video and watch. It's just about some 10 minutes video, and then come and watch this one. Or you can watch this and go ahead and watch the other one. So we are going to look at how to attract money into your life. I'm going to give you 3 secret keys to determining how much money you want to attract into your life, and then attracting that amount into your life. We said money is a medium of exchange. It means you must have something to give in exchange for it. So basically, this video we are going to look at 3 forces or 3 secret keys that can help you earn any amount of money. All right, so what are these 3 keys? Let's get inside. Number 1 is what you do. So if money is a medium of exchange, and I said money exchange hand for value creation, then what you do in order to attract the money into your life is very crucial and very important. What is it you do? So is it a product? Is it a service you render? It must give value, because I told you money is attracted to value. You see, before anybody can part with the money they are holding, they are looking at what you are giving them in exchange for that money. That is why what you do is very, very important. Now let's look at cases. So let's look at just some professions and then some occupations. So let's say the teacher, a lecturer in the university, teaches a medical school student, teaches an engineering student, and then they graduate and then they go out. One of them becomes a medical doctor, and then another one becomes an engineer. The lecturer is still in the university lecturing. And then in the scope of our economic activities, you see that medical doctors earn more money than the lecturer. An engineer, whether architectural engineer, civil engineer, mechanical engineer, whoever, they earn more money than the teacher. But the question you are asking is, the person who trained them to become what they have become and they are earning the money is the teacher or the lecturer. So what is bringing this disparity in the earning? It is what they are doing. And then the value, the perceived value in the eyes of the people who are patronizing their services they are rendering through what they are doing. So you see, what you do determines the amount of money you earn. So the doctor is perceived to render a more essential service than a lecturer, even though it is debatable. And then an engineer is perceived in the eyes of the people who patronize their service or their product as rendering a more valuable value to them than the lecturer. And that brings about the disparity in the earning. So it is not because the lecturer's job is inferior, but it is the perceived value in the people who are patronizing what the people are doing and offering them in exchange for their money. So what you do in life is very critical. It will determine how much you will earn. So from there, you must know what skills to acquire, what knowledge to go for, what expertise to acquire in order to attract a certain amount of money in your life. All right, so that is the first thing. What you do with your life will determine the amount of money you are earning. What value you are providing determines the amount of money you are going to earn. Then the second thing is how well you do what you do. So number 1 is what you do. Number 2 is a step further. How well do you do? So let's say I'm a plumber and then I do plumbing works. Yes, there are many plumbers around. All of them are doing plumbing works. But how well do I do? It will give you an added advantage. It will give you the space to charge maybe more than what other people charge. Let me give you a story of two guys I experienced some time back. There were these two guys who were hustling, and then they used to sell second-hand clothing. So they would go to the market early morning and go and do their selection, and then they will come to a smaller market or come to the town and then come and sell. Then at a point in time, one of them decided, they would just come and put the tent on the floor, put a rubber on the ground and spread the clothes, and then they will be ringing a bell. Then anybody can come and buy. Then one of them decided, why not step up my game? What I'm doing is not bringing me enough money. Why not add some value? So the same clothes that they go to buy, he has decided to look for some small kiosk somewhere. He just look for wood and then use for plywood and did some small kiosk. And then he put the name there, boutique, added boutique to the name of his business. And then instead of putting the second-hand clothes on the floor like his colleague, he decided he's going to buy hangers. And then the hangers will hang clothes on, and then he's going to iron them nicely and hang them on the hanger and put them in this transparent polythene or plastic, and then hang them in that his so-called boutique. And then he increased the price to about 5 times. The same product, but how he's doing it has changed. And then many people, big people, perceived that there is more value to this one. So they started going to that place to buy. The same product, but how he is doing the same thing has changed. So you see, he is able to now sell the same product 5 times than his friend was selling. Then within a short time, his business grew. He looked for a bigger space and then started expanding. And one day his friend came to him, jealous. I said, where have you passed? Take me to that place and let me also go and collect. So he's assuming he has passed somewhere to go and collect some juju to come and sell. That's why he's making more money and attracting more high-class customers to himself. But this guy was ringing a bell on the ground. In tree, they say, Mami Abokap, don't go me, 1 Ghana. But this one says, my own is 5 Ghana cedi. So you see, what you do is very important. But how well you do it is an added addition or importance to it. So what you do is very good. You are an architect, you are a cobbler, you are a shoemaker, you are a seamstress, you are a tailor, you are a hairdresser. That is what you do. But how well do you do it so that people will say, well, this thing I've patronized is good. You see, when you are into food business, I tell people there is no way you will do food, you cook food to sell and you will lose, because you don't need advertisement. All you have to do is make sure the food is very good, tastes well. The people who eat the first food will be your advertisers. By word of mouth, they'll say, I've discovered a new joint somewhere. Charlie, get there and see for yourself. So how well you do what you do determines how much you earn. Do you get it? So improve your skill. The Bible says, seeth a man that is skillful at his work, he will stand before kings, not mean men. So anybody who is ordinary at his work, he will stand before mean men. But if you improve your skill, instead of standing before ordinary men, you will stand before kings. And once you are rendering service to kings, I can tell you that the payment will be different. If you are selling a product to a hustler, what they will pay you, they will do alabarika or reduce until you reduce. But rich men, they will give you the money and then they tell you keep the change. That is the difference when you up your skill. So how well do you do what you do? That is the second secret that determines how much you earn, and that determines how you attract money into your life. So people who do household works for them, electricians, plumbers, whatever. How well you do your work determines how much people are willing to pay you. Number 3 thing that you need to look at in order to attract money is how difficult or easy is it to replace you. So the difficulty of replacing you determines how much people are willing and ready to pay you. So in order for you to attract money, what you do, how well you do what you do. Number 3, how difficult it is to replace you. If you are somebody who is rendering a skill or service and there are many of your kinds, and how you do it, everybody is doing it the same way, it means the ease of replacing you is there. So they can replace you at any time. So if you call for increase in price, nobody is going to mind you. It means you may not attract money, or you may not attract much money. But there are people in organizations, if they are laying everybody off, the company can lay 10 people off to maintain that person. If the person asks for increase in wages, let's say the person says, I want you to triple my wages, if not, I will leave, because other competitor companies are trying to poach that person and his skill, because the person is valuable and brings high value to the industry. And so every organization or every business is looking for that person. If such a person comes to tell you that increase my salary 10 times in order to maintain me, because this other company is looking for me and that is the amount they are offering. You see, if they look into the organization and they don't have extra money to increase this person's demand, what they will do is they will lay off other people who they can lay off, and it will not affect the business. So they are ready to lay you off and use your money to increase the payment of this person. So folks, if you want to attract money, what you do is very critical. Will it attract money into your life? Number two, if you want to increase your earning, how well do you do what you do? And number three, how difficult is it to replace you? How difficult is it to replace you? If they know that if they replace you today, by the next day, as a matter of fact, they have a lot of applications that are lying down, awaiting vacancy. And they go to the application and they see that there are a lot of qualifications like yours and they can easily replace you. They will not hesitate to let you go. But if they look around and they see that they can't get your kind, it will be difficult to lay you off. And any amount, they can just tell you that, name your price, we will give it to you. So folks, that is what is on the table this morning. How to attract money into your life and how to determine how much money you want to earn. Number one, what you do. Number two, how well you do what you do. And number three, how difficult is it to replace you? Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification sign so that when we post a video, you will be notified. We are going to continue in this line, bringing you valuable information that can help turn your life around so that you may attain financial freedom. 2024, it has its challenges, but I believe if we know what to do with our lives and we know what to do to attract money, no matter the financial difficulties, we'll be able to try. Because the money is still in circulation, like I told you. It doesn't get out of the economy. It's in the economy, like I told you in the previous video. You must know how to attract it, because we said money is magnetic. Find a force that can attract it into your life, and then the money can flow into your life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.